Oh my! Oh, what a nice surprise! Oh, I'm so pleased to see all of you here today, and of all places, right here in Fairy Tale Garden. You see, this is one of my favorite places, right? You get away from everything and just fly away on my imagination. You know what? I have a great idea. Why don't we use our imaginations and share a story together? Would that be all right with everyone? Yes? Oh, and I know just the story we can share. Why don't we share my story? How does that sound? Good? Okay, well, I think we'll need a few things before we can get started. Luckily, I have two very good friends here with me who can help us find them. Everyone say hello to Annie. Hi, Annie. And say hello to Juliana. Hi, Juliana. Annie, will you help me get what we need for my storyteller trunk? Thank you very much. Now, since we're going to share my story, I'm going to need some help from all of you. Will all of you help me? Yes? Okay, then let's start right from the beginning then. Do you remember who I lived with in my quiet little village? Who did I live with? Shout it out loud if you know.
Your dad.
My father. Very good. Do you all remember my wonderful father, Maurice? Yes. Do you remember what he did for an occupation? What was Papa's job? He was an inventor. Very good. He was very smart and very, very kind. And, well, young man, you remind me of my Papa. Come on up here. You can help me, okay? Let's give him a big round of applause, everyone. Thanks for helping. How are you? Good. Doing all right? Here's your apron, Papa. There you go. Oh, you look very handsome, Papa. You look all ready to make all those inventions today. But you know what? There was somebody else in the village who paid attention to me a little bit more than Papa did. Do you remember who that was? Gaston. That's right. Was Gaston strong? Show me your muscles. Show me how strong he was. Oh my. Was Gaston handsome? Well, he thought he was, didn't he? Yes, he did. Young man in the back row there, you look very strong. Come on up here. You can help too. Let's give him a big hand too, everyone. Thank you very much for helping. So, Papa, what are you going to invent with all your tools today? Will it be a robot or a flying machine? Or I think I'll make a robot. A robot. Wonderful idea. Will it be a small one or a really big robot?
About medium size.
Medium size. Papa has this all planned out. Oh my. Papa Gaston is here. Gaston, you look very strong today. Why don't you show everyone those big muscles of yours? Very impressive. Now, you see, Gaston had a one-track mind. He always said to me, "You will marry me, Belle." Can you say that? Marry me, Belle.
Marry me, Belle.
Oh my. I think he meant it that time. Well, even though I sent Gaston away, he never really, well, gave up. You stay right here, Gaston. But one fine day, my father set out on a long journey to take one of his inventions to the fair. But you got lost in a dark road, didn't you, Papa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody remember what Papa was being chased by? Do you remember? What was it? Wolves. Very good. Why don't we all howl like wolves? Everybody put on your wolf ears. All together. 1, 2, 3. Ow! Hi, Papa. Are you afraid of those wolves?
No, I like wolves.
No, you do. Well, I know I would be afraid, Papa. You're very brave. Well, as luck would have it, Papa was thrown off of his horse. But he found shelter in what he thought was an abandoned castle. But it wasn't abandoned at all. There, Papa met many new friends. And look, Papa, here they are now. Say hello to Mrs. Potts, Chip, Cogsworth, and Lumiere. Give them a big round of applause. Now, you see, they were once in the service of the master of the house, but they had been transformed into these objects when a spell was placed upon the entire household. Now, when my horse returned home without my father, I knew something wasn't right. So my horse took me back to where they had been separated, and not only had I discovered Lumiere, Cogsworth, Chip, and Mrs. Potts, but someone known only as, who was it? The Beast. And he's right here. You, sir.
Wow.
Come on up here. Let's give him some encouragement, everyone. Thank you very much. Hello, Lumiere. How are you today? You look wonderful. Are you going to light up the castle? Very good. Cogsworth, you'll keep everyone on a schedule, right? Okay. Chip, can you show everyone your smile? Here's your smile. You're very adorable. And Mrs. Potts, will you make us some tea for later? That sounds delicious. All right, here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the Beast. Now you see, the Beast had taken my father prisoner and would agree to let him go free if I became a prisoner in his place. I did this willingly, of course. Bye-bye, Papa. But on my very first night in the Beast Castle, I discovered the magic rose. And learned that the Beast had not always been a beast. If he learned to love before the last petal on the rose fell off and was loved in return, the entire household would be transformed back to their former selves. But if not, he would remain a beast for how long? Forever. Oh. And to make matters worse, we did not get along at all at first, did we, Beast? No. Partly because you growled a lot. That's pretty good. Have you been practicing that roar? Yes. Well, then one very special night, something magical happened. And the entire household felt like, well, dancing. Shall we be? All right. Put this paw right here. We're just going to go back and forth, all right? All right. Do you dance often? Occasionally. Doing a marvelous job. Very good. So we're going to make a bridge and they're going to come underneath us. All right, everybody, follow the leader. Let's give them a big round of applause. Great job. All right. You too, Papa. And I'm going to go right under your paw. And everybody take a bow. Very good. Weren't they wonderful dancers? Oh, but there was something there that wasn't there before. The Beast had begun to care about me. He cared so much, he let me return home to my father, who was very ill. Thank you, Beast. But then I was given a magic mirror so that I could see the Beast and find my way back to him. But as soon as I returned home, Gaston showed up at my house again. And just as he always had, he said,
Marry me, Billy.
oh my. But when I refused him this time, Gaston locked us in the cellar. And he took the magic mirror and he went to go hunt the Beast down. Uh-oh. But lucky for me and Papa, we had some help. Do you remember who snuck along to help us? Who was it? It was Chip, that's right. Chip was our hero. Let's give Chip a big cheer. And thanks to Chip, I returned back to the Beast Castle just in time. The Beast and Gaston had grabbed each other's arms and wrestled back and forth. Oh my. But when the fight was over, boys, Gaston fell into the moat, far, far below. But then I fear the Beast lay dying. Very dramatic. And at the very moment that I told the Beast that I loved him, something magical occurred, and the entire household was transformed back to their former selves. Let's give them a big cheer. And then the Beast himself was transformed. Do you remember what he became? A handsome prince. Oh, he looked very charming. And as the song goes, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. What is it, everyone? Beauty and the Beast. All right, arms up, everybody. Take your bow. Very good. Thank you very much. You're wonderful. Thank you, everyone, for helping me share my story. You know what? I have a few moments until I have to hurry back to the castle. Would it be all right if I come to meet with you quickly? Okay, the line will be right over here on the ramp next to Annie, okay? Bye-bye, everyone.
Ella?
What if I